everybody, it's Bridget with Boujee Budget Plans. I am coming to you today with a video on my cloth and paper clear vinyl traveler's notebook in A5 Slim. I did tell some people that I would probably do a video on this, and I wanted to go ahead and come to you with that. For those of you that are considering a traveler's notebook, or this one in particular from cloth and paper, and you were wondering how to set it up, how to put things in there, how to put so many notebooks in it and things like that. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm going to set this one up for 2026, then stay tuned and I'm going to be right back to show you how to set it up and some of the accessories that I have. So I'll see you soon. Hey everybody, it's Bridget with Boujee Budget Plans. Welcome back to the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and stopping by to watch a video. And if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around and coming back to the video. As I mentioned in the introduction, and let me go back. I'm sorry, I forgot. Um, Also, if you would please like and subscribe to my channel, I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel and get monetized, and you're hitting that like button and subscribing helps me a lot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Like I said, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to set up this A5 Slim Traveler's Notebook from Cloth and Paper. I have some pieces here that I'm going to put in there. I'll let you know where they came from and try to give you an idea of what they cost. So this right here is the A5 Slim Clear Vinyl Traveler's Notebook from Cloth and Paper. You're going to see some movement in here. I need to redo some of the pieces in here and stick them down. But this is my decor right here. These are just ephemera that I got from Hobby Lobby here in Texas. I think the whole thing cost about $5. Photos, cloth and paper patches that I got during Black Fridays. Hang on one second and I'll show you the ephemera. Okay. So this is the ephemera. It was like $4.49 right here at Hobby Lobby in Texas. And you get all these different pieces. Some of them are duplicates. This one was more travel related, which is why I did this one, because it is going to be for travel or when I'm on the go. So I just wanted to show you that. The notebook itself, I'll try to put a link in the description. It's from Cloth and Paper. If you're a Cloth and Paper subscriber, let me know. But it's from Cloth and Paper. Now, the notebook comes with these bands that close the notebook. This one was from Cloth and Paper as well. It came in a package and it basically allows you to close it. This was in a Cloth and Paper subscription box from a previous month, and I just put this on there. I might get some charms, I'm not sure, but that's where that came from. The vellum that you're seeing right here, I printed that. I keep vellum because I have tongue twister, an Etsy budget shop. And so I have a lot of print stuff. So that's what this is. Next, I'm going to show you real quick. These are connecting rubber bands right here for a traveler's notebook. If you look, it says it right there. I paid $7.95 for these. I live in Austin and they have a stationery store here called Kinokuniya. And I think I said that right. I could have said it wrong, but it was only $8 and it comes with 4 of those rubber bands. These are what you'll need to connect your notebooks, and they come in different colors. I know there was only one in there. Here they are right here. And then I have this document protector or document page. I forgot what it was called, but I got this from Cloth and Paper and it has pockets. So the Cloth and Paper A5 Slim does not, it has one pocket right here at the front, but I'm going to use that pocket to go ahead and slide this part of the notebook in. And so, and let me do that real quick while I'm having you look at this. I'm just going to stick this in there. That's not how it's going to stay. I'll show you a final image, but you do have that pocket right there. But I'm going to use this maybe for stickers, or if I want to just throw my ID in there or some bills as far as cash, then I can do that. So I do have that document protector right there. Now, these are actual traveler's notebooks that I got from that same stationery store here in Austin, Texas. This one is a dot grid. If you notice right there, it's 64 pages. It is Midori paper. That's what that means, MD. This one is Midori paper, but it's blank, and it is still a traveler's notebook. And this is a traveler's notebook, 28 weeks, 6 months, 64 pages. Now, these will fit into the cloth and paper traveler's notebook, or you'll hear it called a TN. And this is pretty much a standard traveler's notebook. So if you look right here, I'll just put this on top. You can see it fits in there perfectly. So I did buy these from that same stationery store. Again, they're fairly inexpensive, $5.95, $5.95, and then $13.95. That's what I paid for those. Next, let me show you the cloth and paper notebooks that I got. I got these during Black Friday. Of course, they were discounted. So that's these notebooks. I got one in graph, one in dot grid, a task planner, and an undated daily right there. So these are my 4 notebooks. Now, with that being said, all of those are not going to go into the traveler's notebook that I have, but I wanted to have some and also check them out because I use fountain pens, and the cloth and paper notebooks have different paper than those traveler's notebooks. If you remember, I told you it's called Midori paper. It's like a Japanese paper. A lot of times their paper is better for fountain pens, which I use a lot of. So that's the story behind that. Now, this last thing that we're going to see here is called a pencil. Oh my gosh, a writing board or a pencil board. And from what I understand, the Traveler's Notebook Company comes out with different ones of these, so you can get different ones every year. This is the one that was available this year. I think it's super cute. It says the Traveler's Spirit Preservation Society. It's just got some stuff on here. Analog lovers, smells like Traveler's Spirit. We love local coffee. Cheerful greetings. Hello, I'm a traveler. So different stuff on there. And then on the back, if you look, it has a grid, and this was $9.15. It has a grid. And I'll show you what you do with these. These people use in their traveler's notebook to kind of give their notebook support and also to help them write better. So I'll show you how this is used. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do my best to not struggle with making sure that this stuff doesn't move. But first, what I want to do, I'm going to grab the notebooks that I'm going to put in here. And I'm going to grab the bands. Remember, I told you these are the bands right here. These are the bands, and they come like this. These are just rubber bands, is what they seem like to me. I assume you can get them on Amazon. I wanted them right away, so I went to my local stationery shop. So the first thing you want to do, if you're going to have more than one notebook, I'm not an expert on this, but I did watch enough videos. What you want to do is open your notebooks up to the center, and that's where you could see that stitching. And whatever notebook that you are going to put at the front, you may want to just put that at the front. Or from what I understand, you want to put a notebook that you maybe don't use as much, or you're okay with having it at the front. So I'm going to put my task planner at the front because that's for lists. And then I'm going to do the undated monthly because that will be the second one I want. And I'm opening them up where you can see the stitching, which is the middle. So what you want to do is just get those lined up. You're going to take your rubber band and you're going to put that over the back of the notebook you're putting in the front and the front of the notebook that you're putting behind that. So basically, you're going to take that rubber band and you're just going to slide that all the way down. And it's going to hold those together as one. So if you look, there's the band. And when you open them, yes, you can see it. That's normal. But those two notebooks are held together by each other. So let's do that with this notebook as well. Hang on, I got my rubber bands tied up there. So this is the dot grid and this is the graph. So I think I'm going to put the dot grid next, open it up to the stitching, like I said on the other ones. And then that's the graph. I'm just going to do them like that. And I'm going to put this right here. So there we go. I don't know what that is on there. Okay. So these are now together. With these, because I am going to put this other dot grid, because I think I'm going to create a finance section in 2026 for this, so that when I'm not carrying my large binder, I have all of my information, my schedule, my task lists. I can write notes, I can scribble, and then I will also have this finance one. So these are the ones I'm going to put in. Here's that document one right here. And then here is the writing board right here. And I didn't forget, I'm going to show you what that's for. So what we're going to do is take the traveler's notebook And if you look, they have strings right here. What you want to do is look for the front and back string. So this one's the front string, this one's the back string. So I'm going to grab the two that I'm going to put first, which is not that. It's the task planner and the actual undated daily. And I take that back. We need one more band. I apologize. I did two, and there's one more because we're going to put these two together. I moved too quickly. We're going to put these two together. So what you're going to do is take the two in the middle right here. Okay. So if you see, these are the two in the middle. This is the back. This is the front. And what you're going to do is put those together and put the band around those two. And that holds all four of them together like this. So now you have 4 notebooks all together right there. And that's why I love this. That's why I like this traveler's notebook. Now you're going to take the traveler's notebook, and I'm going to put that at the front because I have other notebooks that I have. So I just showed you the front and back bands. So what you're going to do is go to the middle of the notebooks of the 4, and then you're going to put that right there, and it holds it in the traveler's notebook like that. And you can see they're all even and everything. Okay. Now, with that being said, I mentioned that I wanted to have a finance one that I'm going to do with this traveler's notebook that I got from the stationery store. And if you look right there, those staples are the center of this one. I'm going to put that at the back. I don't want that in the front. So I'm going to grab this band in the back right here. And I might change this. I don't know. The good thing with traveler's notebooks is you can change them later and move things around. But I love it for the convenience and how you can kind of customize this one with cloth and paper. So if you look, now that is at the back. Okay. Here's the document. And maybe I should put the document one at the back. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'm going to put this in the middle. Put down in the description below if you've used a traveler's notebook, if you're using a traveler's notebook, or if you want to use a traveler's notebook. So I'm going to put this in the middle. I just got the middle band right there. Okay. And then I'm going to put the document, the little document protector one in here in the back. I want that in the back. So if you look, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traveler's notebooks in here. And the good thing again is that if I need to, I can take one out. Okay. But this closes perfectly fine. It's not over, stretching it out or anything like that. So it closes fine right there. And I have my 5 notebooks in there. They're all in there and they fit perfect. Now, the last thing that I want to put in, which I'm going to just put it in the back, I think is what I'm going to do, because I have this document one in here where I can just put things in the pocket and stuff like that. But here's that writing board. And now I'm going to show you what people are doing with it. Okay, so this is the writing board. When I have it, I'm just going to put it in the back right here. So you can kind of see it right there. But let me show you what it's for, which I thought this was so cool. And some of you may already know it. So with the Travelers Company dot grid paper that I have, let's say it was blank. And let's do this. Let me do it this way. Let's say it was the blank one that I have. I'm going to take that blank notebook out and just pretend that it's in the Traveler's notebook. And let's say you're not a good writer. You don't write straight like me. What I mean by good writer. What you do is put this behind it and you can see the grid. So do you see that? So you can see the grid, and some people will use it to write so they can draw or write straight lines. In addition to that, you can use this as a ruler. So if you look right there, it's got you can, again, use it for straight lines to draw a line for a certain point, make boxes. You can do everything with this. That's why I fell in love with the idea when I saw it on that video. And I don't remember who talked about it, but if I want to draw little squares, big squares, lines, right on the line, whatever I want to do, I love this. You can use it for that. Now, in addition to using it for that, it can also be a little support when you're writing, because you are just writing on this. And if you put this in there, which yes, you can kind of see through the cloth and paper. So if it was blank or you wanted to make sure you're writing straight, you could, but this has lines. But it can also be support for when you're writing so you don't punch through the paper or you see the scribble or the lines on the paper. So that's what you can use this for also. That is why I love this writing board, pencil board, whatever everybody calls it. And it was only like $9, and this is very durable. It's almost like a durable plastic if you hear that noise. So it's not going to tear or rip unless you're really, really being tough on it. But you can just have this in your traveler's notebook right there. And then you can take this with you on the go to fill in meetings, meeting notes, things like that. So, this video, thank goodness, was not too long, but this is my traveler's notebook for 2026. So you can see stuff start moving because I was opening it up, but I'll fix it and then I'll show you like a final picture if I get a chance. But that's what I'm going to be using for 2026 when I'm on the go, when I'm traveling, whatever the case may be. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Again, it helps me grow and I'm trying to get monetized. And I hope that, this helps you to set up your travel notebook for future or helps you to make your decision. So thank you again, guys, for watching. I truly appreciate it and thank all of you for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.